Welcome back to the channel. This is the third part of using MACD system to trade boom and crash spikes. Now, in my previous video, I promised that I'm going to add a moving average in connection with the MACD to trade boom and crash spike. So what I'm adding now, we didn't need RSI, so I need to remove RSI from the chart. Now what we just need, we only need two indicators, moving average and my MACD. You see, one thing I want you guys to understand about indicators generally, some school of thought, they believe that indicators are not useful. They believe price action solve all the problem. If that is their own mindset, yeah, they are right. But at the same time, if you stick with one indicators, with time you understand the pattern and how the indicator works. You can even understand the language of the indicators, and even you understand the behavior of the indicator in relation to the price. So the reason why I'm just trying to pinpoint some aspects, particularly on MACD, is just because I really understand how MACD works, and in connection with price reaction, maybe if you want to combine it with price action, there are so many ways you can use MACD in connection with price action, and you can easily determine the price pattern and the direction of the market accurately. The good part of trading boom and crash is just because you don't need you don't have any what is it called you don't have any challenges of having a kind of news that will disorganize your analysis, your chart analysis. If you are trading FX now, for the fact that you have done your analysis right, you've done everything, you know some sort of high impact news might just come up and it will scatter all the your analysis, though they will still come back to the to your analysis. But before that time, I'm very sure one or two things might have scattered the whole issue. So that is why, in terms of when you are using boom and crash, you don't have that challenge, is the problem of having a news release or an high impact news release and scatter all the analysis. So that is why, mostly when you understand the behavior of probably the indicator you are using, you can easily align your indicators with boom and crash, and you make good profit out of it. Even using common moving averages, if you really understand how some of the moving average numbers work, you should be able to make a well reasonable profit trading with boom and crash. So that is why I'm just trying to let you understand that using MACD, you can use MACD in different direction to make boom and crash. Now, with the one I want to use with you, I want to use my normal MACD, but one thing I'm just going to change there is initially the one I have posted earlier, I use MACD SMA 18, but now I'm changing that MACD SMA 18 to 5, but fast EMA 24 and slow EMA 52 still remain the same. But the only changes is MACD SMA 5. So, and on my main chart, I added period 10 linear weight, apply to close, and my style is 3. I use dark blue. You can use any color of your choice, but to me, I like using dark blue. Now, looking at this chart, if you really understand, in the second video I posted, I explained the market mode using signal line, red signal line, and MACD bars. So I said, if you are trading boom and crash, if the MACD bar is above red signal line, that means you're expecting to trade what? Boom 500, boom 1000. But if your MACD bars are below red signal line, you are trading crash 500, crash 1000. Specifically, you are trading sell signals. Now let me quickly point out something so that you can understand it very well. Now, looking at the charts, the chart I'm using now is I'm using crash 500, sorry, boom 500. Now looking at my MACD, I have, this is our red signal line, and as you can see, our red signal line is above MACD bars, which simply signify that we want to trade what? Crash. But here we want to trade spike, that is buy. We want to trade buy, as in boom 500 buy. So for you to do this, you need to look what? You need to check for what? Your MACD bar must always be above red signal line. This is my red signal line, and this is my MACD bar. Now, how can we get our signals? Is very, very simple, and with this strategy you can get so many signals. Just be rest assured that just follow the explanation, the way I explain it. Follow it and apply it exactly the way I explain. You will surely get something out of it every day. Be rest assured that you will always get something out of it. Please, my guys, please don't joke with this system. Is very, very powerful, very, very powerful. If you really understand if you really understand how the system works, my brother, I don't know the kind of impression, as in the positive impression you always have whenever you want to trade using the system. Now let me quickly give you one small example. If you look at this now, looking at my bar here, this is my MACD bar. Now from here, the MACD bar is above red signal line up till this point. Now immediately you spot that the MACD bar is above red signal line, the next your next line of action is to come to the main chart. Once you come to the main chart, you are waiting for when the bearish bar will retrace down to touch the 10 linear moving average. Immediately any of the MACD bar touches the 10 linear moving average, and at the same time the MACD bar is above red signal line, please place your trade immediately. Now let me show you something here. Now this is my, now there we have a spike here. Immediately after the spike, the bearish bar is retracing down, and it touches what? Touches 10 linear moving average. As at the time it touches 10 linear moving average, look at what happened here. Can you see? As at the time it touches 10 linear moving average, our MACD bar is above red. Our MACD bar is above red signal line, which shows that our signal is perfect. you enter buy signal immediately. And as you can see, as you enter the buy signal, the next candle it spike. Now let's check for another example. The same thing happens here. We have a spike moving up and bearish bar retrace down to touch our 10 linear moving average. As at the time the bearish bar touches the 10 linear moving average, our MACD bar is above what? Red signal line, which give us what? A valid signal. After 3 candles, it spike. Now let's check this. Now as at the time it touches here, the bar, the MACD bar is already inside the red signal line, which means that the red signal line is now above the MACD bar. I will not advise you guys to take this trade. Let's wait for another signal. Now the same thing, you will always within 1 to 2 hours, at least with this system, you will get almost like 5 to 10 solid signals on all the pairs, both boom 500, boom 1000, crash 500, crash 1000. Now let's check this again. As at this point, we have our MACD bar above red signal line, and here we have a spike up here and bearish bar retrace down to touch linear moving average. After 2 candles it spike. This is another one. Retrace, spike happen here, retrace back to linear moving average, it spike. This is another one. Retrace back to 10. After 5 candles it spikes. This is another one. As at the time the bearish bar touches linear moving average, our MACD bar is above red signal line. After 3 candles it spikes. Now let's move on. Now we have the MACD bar is above here, is above the red signal line, but none of the red bar touches the 10 linear moving average. Let's check. Now this is another one. We have red bar below MACD, which signal to us that we are in a what? Buy mode. Now we are waiting for the touch. Touches happen here, it spike. Touches happen, it spike. So my brother, please don't joke with this system. I take God beg you, please don't joke with the system, because this is one of the systems most of the so-called professionals, they hide from you guys. They usually hide it for you guys just to collect money, or I don't know the kind of perception a lot of trader thinks they have, because most of them, they are not really a trader, they are marketers. Because if you guys are really trading, you don't need to extort anybody or to scam anybody before you can make your profit. The time you are using to probably market or to do 1 or 2 things, you can use that time to make good profit, to make good money. So that is why most of them, they usually, once they have a very good solid system, they will never release it. Instead of releasing it, they prefer doing probably account management. Maybe you bring your money, they manage it for you, they give you some certain percentage. But I'm releasing this raw. This is very, very powerful, my brother. With $50, if you can just stay for 3 hours every day focusing on all the peers, boom 500, boom 1000, crash 500, crash 1000. My brother, within 3 days you can turn that $50 to $200, because I'm very, very sure of this strategy, because it's very powerful. It's very, very powerful. Please don't joke with it. Look at it. Our MACD bar is above red signal line. Once you establish that, move up to your main chart, wait for the retracement of bearish bar touching 10 linear moving average. Look at it. Boom, spike, boom, spike. Can you see? So look at it. This is another one. Here our MACD bar is above what? Red linear, our MACD bar is above red signal line. Come to your main chart, wait for your retracement, let your bearish bar touch 10 linear moving average, and trigger your buy signal immediately. As you can see, it spiked. So look at it. From here, our MACD bar is above red signal line. We are waiting for what? A touch of 10 linear moving average. At this level, it touches, PM, spike. Here, the same thing, touches, spike. So my brother, please don't joke with the system. I'm saying it again, please don't joke with the system, because it's all in one. Because the essence of using the MACD, one, is to filter bad signals. Two, is to perform the function of checking the trend, whether it's buy or sell signal. Now, as you can see, anytime we have what? Our MACD bars below, mainly below zero line, you hardly get good signals. So that is why, look at it here. As at this point, though we have our MACD above red signal line, but if you look at it, we only have it, though it touches, you have a very small, minute spike, very small. Some traders, they call it fat. When you see a small spike like this, they will tell you that this is fat. So what I'm just trying to tell you in essence is, please don't joke with the system. With this system, you can control anything. You can turn any amount you have into a reasonable amount. Please don't joke with it. So in my next video, I'm going to change the MACD settings again, so that once I change the MACD setting, the settings I'm going to use is going to be even more effective than this. But I want you guys to just go through this, check backtest, demo trade, and after you are convinced that the system is working fine, you can then go live. But I'm assuring you that once you started trading with the system, once you go live, you will never regret it. Thank you. Bye for now.